Hi, my name is Monica Demarco, and I am one of the people helping make masks for SWOP. I'm one of the organizers, which means that I help kind of put all the puzzle pieces into place for the mask making. This project has been going since March, and we have made over 15,000 masks for people. And we've been giving jobs to folks who wouldn't otherwise have jobs during this time, and are being left out of government relief funds and that kind of thing, and giving them jobs to sew masks to keep us safe. And yeah, we're at a really exciting point because we've hit 15,000, and we're excited to show you today how the masks are being made. So you get to see inside the factory, kind of behind the scenes, and we're excited to show you.
Hi there, my name is Alejandria Lyons, and I am the Environmental Justice Organizer with the Southwest Organizing Project. So while I'm the Environmental Justice Organizer, I still have been a part of this project. I've actually been helping coordinate with youth and a couple other different people to help get paid to cut some of the patterns for our mask making. And I've also been helping coordinate a couple different things, such as communication, which we know is really important during this time where we're all at home and primarily working online. So I hope that you guys enjoy this video and stay tuned.
It's like I'm 6 feet apart. Hello, my name's Eliza. I'm helping with screen printing the masks for the SWOP project. And if you don't know what screen printing is, it basically helps us get these cool images onto your masks. You can also print anything like a t-shirt or a poster using this screen printing machine over here. So get ready to see how that's done later on. Hi again, you all ready to see how screen printing is done? It's a bit of a process, but I'm going to go step by step so you can see how it's done. First off, this is what I call my screen printing press. And these screens that you see attached to it each have different designs on them for the different masks that we've been making. Basically, you can think of a screen as a high-tech stencil. So you can kind of see on my different screens there are gaps that match the design for each mask in these screens, and I'm going to be pushing ink through it onto my fabric. So I think I'm going to print our Spanish language design first. Here I have my fabric. I'm going to take one piece. This is what the fabric looks like before the mask is made, and this is going to become a mask at the end. I'm going to place my fabric onto my palette here. Something that's a little helpful for me sometimes is to use a little bit of spray adhesive. This doesn't permanently glue this down, but it keeps my fabric from moving around when I'm printing it, because I want to make sure my print's in the right place. I don't want to have a mask with a print that's crooked, say. I pull the screen I'm using down, and here I have a big jug of black ink. You can see here I've got lots of colors, but today I'm going to use black. I think it's going to show up really nice on this turquoise fabric. I'm going to take a big glop of ink and spread it on my screen just above where I'm going to pull through the stencil. Alright, I've got my ink on my screen and I've got my squeegee. Here my ink is covering my design, and I'm just going to push with my squeegee and put pressure on so that I push that ink through the stencil. Can't see it very well now, but wait till I lift up the screen. Now you can see I pushed the ink down through the silkscreen stencil, and now it's on my fabric, ready to make a brand new mask. Hello again! Do you enjoy seeing how the screen printing was done? Well, now we're going to show you what we do with that screen printed print from over here, and how we turn this piece of fabric into a mask like the one I'm wearing. So first, kind of not the way you think you'd do it, but you're going to fold the fabric with that nice new print on the inside, and then I'm going to sew the sides of it. Over here I've got one already set up on my machine. Do any of you know how to sew? Now, if I want my design to be on the outside, which I do because I want to see it, I'm going to turn this inside out. Now look at that, ready to go to the ironing board. Now over here, I just need to give this a quick iron and turn the top seams inside, which I've already done with this one. And make sure this gets nice and flat so it's ready to do our pleats. Not bad. I have another one here that I've already ironed and I've already started pinning the pleats. I'll show you how I do that real quick. Take a nice little fold in one of my sewing pins, careful not to prick yourself. Fold this up, and I'm going to pin that fold on each side. Now I pin this so that it stays put when I'm back over at that sewing machine. If I didn't, I think it would be a mess. So basically I would continue that same step until I have all of my pleats, like so. And then I need a way to put this on my face, so I'm going to make sure and attach some straps like so. Basically I just put those in my seams or the sides of the mask before I sew the mask on the machine. This one here, I've already sewn. You can see my pleats are in place. I've taken the pins out. They're staying in place because I have sewn this mask on the outside once again. And you can still see that I can't quite see that whole print that we did. But look when I fold it onto my face. Now you can read that. Tie the strings behind your face. And remember, when you're out in public, stay 6 feet away from other people and wear your mask.
Hey Eliza. Hey Alejandria. What are you doing today?
Oh, I've been making masks all day. Pretty tired and I've only gotten a couple done.
Wow, this is a lot of work. Are you getting paid?
I'm actually not getting paid, but that's because I'm choosing to volunteer. That means that I don't need the money at the moment. Even though I lost my job, I'm on unemployment. So I'm volunteering right now to help you all make the masks.
That sounds like a good plan.
Do you think other people get paid?
I think that everybody deserves to get paid, especially for a big job like this.
Hey Monica!
Hey Monica.
Yes, everyone deserves to get paid, everyone. And I understand that sometimes people are in a place where they can volunteer, but that's not everyone, because not everyone is getting unemployment, which is money that the government gives you to help you live right now when you can't go to work. And not everybody is getting that money. So it's really important that we have this exchange where people working so hard to make these masks to keep us safe and keep us from getting sick are also getting paid so they can put food on their tables. Because everyone deserves to live a good life and have the things that they need to be healthy and happy.
I agree with that. We all need to eat, whether I'm getting paid through unemployment or through my job. It's important that I have money to buy the things that I need to live.
Yeah, everybody's work is valuable.
So what do these say, Eliza?
Good question. The one that you're holding says, no seas silenciado, sé contado. The one that you're wearing says, don't be silenced, be counted. Which is basically 2 ways to say the same thing, one time in English and once in Spanish.
What, do we have other languages?
We actually have a couple other languages.
Guys, I'm actually wearing the one that says Dari, and that's in Dari. And we also have one here that's in Swahili, and they all say, don't be silent, be counted. And that's a message to say that you need to fill out the census. And the census, it's a survey that comes out every 10 years by the federal government to make sure that everybody in our community gets counted. And what happens with that information is we make sure that everybody in our communities gets the proper resources that they need. For example, if we're making some masks and we don't have any thread, well, the sewing machine, it's not going to read that it doesn't have thread if it doesn't know that it doesn't exist. So this is basically just a survey just to say, hey, I'm here and I live in this community, and that way we can finish our masks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, without the thread, I would push it through the foot and nothing would happen.
I wouldn't get any masks made without thread. I want to make sure I count my thread.
Yeah, we want to make sure we have all the pieces to the puzzle. I've been learning so much today. We learned how to make the mask. We learned how important it is for everybody to get paid. And we've been talking about how we're taking care of each other through the pandemic. but I still feel a little bit confused. Can you tell me again about why the census is important? I feel like that's confusing me.
I think it confuses a lot of people, and that's not a dumb question at all. I sometimes think about it like, what if I wanted to know how many pencils are in my jar, and I wanted to know what kind of pencils I have, like which ones are red, which ones are orange, which ones are yellow. Well, I gotta make sure that I count every single pencil, and I don't miss any of my pencils, because otherwise I really won't know what I have in here, will I?
It's kind of like if I'm drawing a rainbow, and I don't have all the pigments that I need to complete my full rainbow. So I need to go ahead and I need to count how many pencils I have so that I make sure that I have all the pigments. As you can see, I'm missing some.
Looks like you're missing blue and maybe purple also. It looks like we didn't count all our pencils.
Yeah, we need that to make a full and complete rainbow.
There's some blue ones there.
Thank you, Eliza.
So basically, the census tries to count every single person that lives in the United States in order to get a full picture, kind of like a rainbow, of who lives here. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Almost done.
And we think it's important for your community to make sure that it gets counted. That's why we're excited to work on this project with you, so that you can make a design that's going to go on one of these masks that you get to give out to your community, that not only keeps them safe from getting sick, but also reminds them to get counted on the census.
You mean they get to design their own mask and print it on a silk screen, kind of like we did earlier?
Yeah, well, you guys will get to design it and then we can print it for you.
That's pretty cool.
Or maybe we could even do a class. So we look forward to working with you guys, and I'm excited to see your design ideas.
All done.
That's a perfect rainbow.